Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is another presentation of Elmhurst College Athletics here on Blue Jay TV. Tim Calderwood with you, Kevin Jude alongside a soccer doubleheader today as Elmhurst College takes on North Central. We begin with the women. Elmhurst 7-2-1. They are 1-1 in the CCIW, while North Central is 5-6. The Cardinals are winless thus far in their first two CCIW matches, owning an 0-2 record in conference play entering today. The Blue Jays coming in on the heels of a 7-0 victory over Knox College on Sunday. Lindsay Carlson scoring twice. Katie Bashan, Valerie Wesley, Kelsey Caldwell, Sarah Harvey, and Morgan Geimer also adding goals in the win. It was on the road at Knox College. Elmhurst dominated from start to finish and outshot Knox 29-1. And with that, we are underway here at Barron's Park today. Women's soccer action on this fine Wednesday. Introduce you to the starters first for North Central. The forwards are Michelle Lazowski and Hope Stayer. In the midfield, Colleen Gebauer, Jennifer Guy, Emily Page, and Emma Bader. On defense, Mackenzie Wenger, Erin Martin, Dominique Collins, and Katrina McNeela. While starting in goal for North Central, Amy Frazzini, who we will tell you about in a few moments. Meanwhile, for Elmhurst, the Blue Jays look like this. The forwards, Kelsey Caldwell, Valerie Wesley, and Sarah Harvey. In the midfield, it is Sammy Perry, Erin Bashan, Amy Bashan, Katie Bashan, and Biba Beckwith. On defense, Stephanie Thompson and Jess Belmonte. Starting in goal for the Blue Jays is Allison Corbel. We are a minute into the opening half. Neither team has put together an opportunity on the offensive end thus far. Elmhurst caught offsides moments ago. Glad to have you on Blue Jay TV. Very pleasant day. A few sporadic clouds throughout. A little wind beginning to kick up as well, blowing across the field from left to right as you view at home.
It was a little wet out this morning, Tim. We had some good rain out here in Elmhurst, but the field's dried off nicely. Sun is out and shining down here on the field at Barron's Park.
Perry takes it away, leads a break up the right side for Beckwith. Tries to cross it through for Wesley, edge of the box. Wesley angled right and stolen away by Page.
Good defense that time by the Cardinals. Elmhurst had a break down the middle, but they just able to ride Valerie Wesley off.
Here's Wesley again, rotating left in the box with the left foot. Diving stop from the goalie. Amy Frazzini, the junior from Orland Park, with a save and the first shot of the day will lead to an Elmhurst corner kick.
You said it, Tim. First shot of the day, a good one by the Blue Jays. Frazzini sprawling out to get a hand on that one and poke it wide of the net. Corner kick coming up here for Elmhurst.
Sarah Harvey places it down on the far side of the field with the left foot towards the box. Knocked around, it is loose, and diving on top is Frazzini, who has been busy already today. Frazzini has played in all 11 matches for North Central, posted 3 shutouts and a goals against average of 1.21. We mentioned that Elmhurst coming on the heels of a 7-0 win over Knox on Sunday. They were shut out by North Park in their last conference match, falling 1-1 or 1-0 in Chicago after a 2-1 victory over Carthage. So they are 1-1 in the CCIW. Dangerous play. Waiting for it is Frazzini, as Wesley could not arrive on the scene first.
Frazzini almost got hung out to dry there halfway through. After Caldwell brought it into the box, Wesley was able to get there in time. Frazzini had to retreat back to the goal line.
Harvey onside, chasing it down all by herself on the left edge. With a right foot into the box, played off a North Central defender.
Elmer's quickly out shooting North Central 3-0 in the early minutes, Tim. Blue Jays had a field day against Knox this past weekend. Outshot Knox 29-1 in the contest. Elmhurst goalkeepers were not that busy that day, as they did not have to record a single save in the match.
Scoreless to this point with 41-10 in the first half. It's the 15th meeting today between Elmhurst and North Central. Listen to this number. Elmhurst is a perfect 14-0 against North Central. North Central, another DuPage County school, is the only CCIW team to have never beaten the Blue Jays. A 14-0 record for Elmhurst against North Central on the line today.
And the men's team has had just as much success since they opened up in 2004, since men's soccer became a varsity sport here at Elmhurst. They are also perfect against North Central, and again, that's the only team that the Blue Jays have never lost to in conference play. Elmhurst caught off sides again.
Sarah Harvey just kind of overran it. She was trying to play it to herself and ended up overrunning it to set up the offside. Elmhurst is ranked in the NSCAA Central Region poll, currently sitting 8th. Most recent poll represented yesterday. Illinois Wesleyan, Augustana, and Wheaton occupying the top 3 spots respectively. North Central looking for their first opportunity on offense as Emma Bader will pitch it along the near side. Aaron Martin attempts to chase it down, flanked by Jess Belmonte.
At one point, Tim, we had 5 teams from the conference were ranked in that regional poll, as Carthage College for a time was regionally ranked as well. Good sign for the strength of the overall league when you have half the league ranked in the top 10 in the region. Blue Jays stayed in the rankings despite of that loss to North Park.
Illinois Wesleyan and Augustana are unbeaten in their first 2 CCIW contests, 2-0 record. Illinois Wesleyan a perfect 13-0 on the season. Augustana 10-0 and 2 draws.
And you talk about Wheaton as well. All 3 of those not only ranked at the top of the region, Tim, but they're also all ranked in the top 25 in the nation as well.
Wheaton is 1-0. They're 11-2. The Thunder have quite the women's soccer history, a couple of national championships in the last 5 years. Milliken and Elmhurst 1-1. Milliken's 9-2-1. Elmhurst 7-2-1. North Park is 1-2 with their 1 victory over Elmhurst, winning last week 1-0. They are 4-9-1 overall. Carthage and North Central are winless entering play today. The Lady Reds are 7-4-2, while North Central, the opponent in the red today against the Blue Jays here at Barron's Park, 5-6. Action today: Edgewood out of the Northern Athletics Conference is at Augustana, and Wheaton is at Carthage, in addition to the matchup you are witnessing in front of you here. 38-25 in the first half. It remains scoreless between Elmhurst and North Central as the Blue Jays will control on the offensive end.
Took Elmhurst about 15 minutes to crack the scoreboard against Knox this past weekend, but once they did, they had no problem finding the back of the net the rest of the game as they responded with 6 more goals after that.
Dominique Collins clears the zone.
Last year it was a 2-1 double overtime victory for the Blue Jays. Stephanie Thompson winning it less than 2 minutes into the second overtime.
And a foul goes against Elmhurst. Setting up a North Central free kick. And that was in Naperville last year. Game-winning goal scored by Stephanie Thompson, 1:18 into the second overtime. Heather DeMoss also with a goal for Elmhurst, while interestingly enough, the starter in goal today, Amy Frazzini, netted the finder for North Central. Frazzini also listed as a defender on the roster, but she has played every ball game between the pipes thus far for the Cardinals. Jess Belmonte tried to send it through. Stepping in front is Katrina McNeela right at the center field line. Emily Page with some room in front, bothered by Kelsey Caldwell. Page will scoot it in towards the box. It is free for Jennifer Guy, rolling out for a goal kick. Talking about North Central, they've lost their CCIW openers, shut out in each of their last 2 contests, having yet to score a goal in conference play. Suffering a 1-0 loss to Milliken on October 1st in the conference opener, and then a 3-0 loss on Saturday to Illinois Wesleyan. So they've been outscored 4-0 in CCIW play to this point. 36-25 left in the half. Elmhurst and North Central scoreless. The Cardinals have tightened up a bit defensively after a shaky start.
Elmhurst had plenty of chances early on there. Their best one was off that corner kick. It was Aaron Bashan who delivered the ball off of the goalpost. It came back towards the net, but Frazzini able to smother it. Another throw-in opportunity here. Deep in the offensive zone for the Blue Jays.
Targeting Wesley. At her feet, Wesley has it knocked away. Chasing it down is Caldwell, and it's played out for a North Central throw. North Central led by head coach Jenny Kapanen. Blue Jays led by Paul Webster. The top 4 teams will qualify for the CCIW tournament. Wesley is tripped up in the box from behind, but a good solid defensive play for North Central, so no whistle from our officiating crew today, Kevin, which is?
Mike Oliver in the middle, Abby Okawaja, and Peter Carpentier are the linesmen for this one. Have the same crew, couple different positions out here for the men's game.
Periodic hefty breeze working its way through Elmhurst, as you can hear in the background. Gebauer tried to center to the left edge. Diving, it is a loose. And Frazzini able to recover. Fortunately for North Central, there were no other Elmhurst players in the vicinity, or else that is an easy rebound goal.
And you're right, Sarah Harvey was there, but was too far to the outside that time for having an opportunity for the Blue Jays. Frazzini with a nice job to cover, to get her hands on the ball, but couldn't quite tie it up at first.
Wesley angles left into the box and past the diving Frazzini for a goal. Elmhurst on the board with 34-24 to play in the half. And so Elmhurst had several opportunities early, and they are able to make good here in the 11th minute of the match. Valerie Wesley with her 5th of the season. That leads Elmhurst, the junior out of Chula Vista, California. Played in all 10 matches this year for the Blue Jays, and adds another goal to her tally this season. North Central will try to answer, already trailing by the 1-0 score. And they haven't been able to really possess the ball very much at all.
No shots yet for the Cardinals here in the opening 10 minutes. They've had it into the box a couple times, but that's about it.
Elmhurst has done a solid job defensively of clamping down on the Cardinals during their opportunities. Here is a through ball and a dangerous opportunity. The shot is right at the feet of Frazzini from Biba Beckwith, and it'll carry him all the way out on the far side for an Elmhurst throw.
Fantastic pass that time by the Blue Jays ahead to Biba Beckwith. And a great job by Frazzini coming out and challenging, knowing that was her only chance. Otherwise, it was one-on-one against Beckwith.
And not only that, but Beckwith really didn't have an opportunity to get the right arc on the shot either. It was right at her feet, recognized Frazzini was coming out, and had to put it on goal in a hurry. And Frazzini was in perfect position rather than trying to chip it over the top and find the back of the net, for instance. Now here's a long run for North Central as they look to even the score, trailing 1-0. Jennifer Guy on the far side watches it roll out, and it is a corner kick for the Cardinals. First opportunity perhaps to test Allison Corbel, the senior netminder for the Blue Jays, who owns 4 shutouts this season and a goals against average of 0.59. Dazzling mark.
The Blue Jay defense holding opponents to 0.58 for the entire season. Spectacular defensive effort so far by Elmhurst this season.
Aaron Martin, the junior from Dubuque, Iowa, with the corner kick to the back edge of the box. It is headed by Katrina McNeela, but high and right. 32-20 in the first half. 1-0 Elmhurst with the advantage at home today. Home has been kind to the Blue Jays this year. In fact, they are unbeaten at home, 4-0-1. Their one tie coming in a 2-2 draw with Adrian on September 19th.
And that was at Langhorst Field, undefeated so far at Barron's Park. Blue Jays utilizing the 2 fields. They'll be out at Langhorst Field this weekend on Saturday.
Another contest you can see live here on Blue Jay TV. Kevin will have the call of that. Laid down by Stephanie Thompson. Swinging across to the right side. Jumping in front is Gebauer, who could not reel it in for North Central. Now it is Beckwith forced to play back. Blue Jays looking for openings. Belmonte with a left foot along the near sideline.
I think she was expecting Harvey to break out from that one and charge downfield. Harvey had slowed down to see it to come back to help out on that. But nonetheless, still a throw in here for Elmhurst.
Katie Bashan lost it as Hope Stayer moves left. Stayer with a through ball. Guy attempts to chase it down on the far side. Guy trying to keep it in and could not.
Good ball that time from Stayer, though. Good opportunity as she had Guy free down on the outside. Just couldn't make the connection.
Here's the goal kick for Corbel. First half of play on this Wednesday. Soccer doubleheader between Elmhurst and North Central, beginning with the women who lead 1-0, coming up on 15 minutes into the half. Cardinals attempting to possess. Sammy Perry along the far side. Dominique Collins steps in front for North Central. A lot of action on the far side here early in the matchup as well. Dangerous ball into the box. Chasing after it is Harvey. It is a loose, and it is a goal kick.
It was just off of Sarah Harvey, unable to really get a good shot on that one, as Frazzini having to come out and challenge again. Too many opportunities here if you're North Central's defense, Tim. Blue Jays having too many of those opportunities early in this game with some one-on-one isolation against Frazzini.
Elmhurst takes it away. Aaron Bashan serves it towards the box, and Frazzini on 3 hops controls at the waist. 29:04 in the first half. Elmhurst leading 1-0. Off the head of Beckwith. Next to the North Central bench for a throw-in. Don't forget you can follow all of the action with us on Blue Jay TV by following Blue Jay TV on Twitter. And we'll have all of the upcoming schedules and so much more for you. Not to mention that all of our broadcasts are archived. So you have a chance to go back and watch it. Maybe you were at today's match and wanted to know how things looked on Blue Jay TV. Well, go back and check it out. Maybe you want to see that goal that was scored early on by Valerie Wesley again. Well, you have a chance to do that with the replays as well. And, of course, for all of your Elmhurst College athletic information, visit elmhurstbluejays.com, not only on the women's soccer team, but on the winter sports, which will be getting started very shortly as well. A through ball towards Sarah Harvey, looking to beat 2 North Central defenders, aiming far post and just wide.
Another good long ball, and that time it was Aaron Bashan, who served that one in. Found Harvey in stride to the outside. North Central did a nice job defensively to try and close up. Not sure if Harvey was aiming from the far post or hoping that Valerie Wesley had a chance to come on and catch up to that one.
Aaron Bashan, a senior. Her sisters Amy and Katie are both sophomores. The Bashans in the starting lineup for the Blue Jays today, representing over 1/3 of that starting lineup. 1/4. I can't do math.
You're not good at fractions, Tim?
No, definitely not. Tough challenge. A couple of players to the pitch. And North Central comes away. Crossing midfield, double teamed and taken away. Valerie Wesley stood up defensively by Collins. Forced to play back. North Central able to keep it in on the far side of the field. Emily Page starts to run, tried to play it through, but way too far for Michelle Lazowski. If you're looking for solid offensive players for North Central, their leading scorer is Hope Stayer with 5 goals this season. Aaron Martin, the junior defender, has found the back of the net 3 times, and then they have 3 players who have each scored twice. We mentioned Valerie Wesley with the 5 goals leading Elmhurst. After her, Kelsey Caldwell, Lindsay Carlson, and Sarah Harvey all have 3 goals apiece. 26:05 first half. Elmhurst with a 1-0 advantage. Blue Jays have done a good job of controlling opportunities here early on. North Central has really only been in Elmhurst territory twice, once with a corner kick and once where they could not chase it down. I'm Tim Calderwood with you alongside Kevin Jude on Blue Jay TV today. North Central will have a throw in on the far side. It's just at that point of the day where the sun is still bothering us a little bit. Elmhurst attempts to move it through for Sarah Harvey, and the flag is in the air for offside. It is not where you are when you receive the pass. It is where you are when the pass is released that determines whether you're onside or offside.
Third time so far today that Elmhurst has been offside.
And that'll happen a lot when you try to play those aggressive long through balls. Plus, it's probably part of the plan of attack for teams that do their research on Elmhurst to know that that's one of the things the Blue Jays like to do offensively, to try to push those defenders up a little bit to put into an offside trap. Mackenzie Wenger looking for help. Dumps off for McNeela on the far side. Taken away by Perry. And she'll play it off of North Central for a throw-in. North Central opts to let it ride along the far sideline. Mackenzie Wenger couldn't gain possession. Into the middle, tripped up is Aaron Bashan. The Cardinals again take it away. They've tightened up a little bit defensively.
Yeah, doing a nice job preventing Elmhurst. So like we said, Elmhurst, if you're North Central's defense, you can't give Elmhurst too many opportunities to come up the middle with one-on-one situations. They've done a nice job to tighten up. Elmhurst still controlling the offensive attack, but just not as many scoring chances here for the Blue Jays as they had in the early minutes of this contest.
23.5 remaining in the first. We'll have a men's matchup a little bit later tonight as well. Elmhurst and North Central battling in men's soccer today here at Barron's Park as well, under the lights. Always exciting. Foul on North Central to set up a free kick. Let's see how the Blue Jays treat it here. As Amy Bashan places it down. With Stephanie Thompson frolicking over the ball into the box, headed away. Wesley attempts to bring it down, cannot. Thompson will head it towards the box. Wesley tries to chest it down, plays it left, and Elmhurst finally controlling possession. Shooting it through to the left side of the box. Sarah Harvey trying to chase it down, attempting to keep it in, and a nice defense by North Central. Colleen Gebauer defensively.
Very nice takeaway that time by Gebauer. As if Harvey able to get a piece of that when she's got an opportunity to serve it right toward the middle of the goal.
Long run for McNeela. Turning around her defender, looking for help. Swinging over to Martin, who will bounce it into the box on a hop for Corbel. Corbel, one of 7 seniors on this Elmhurst squad, trying to help lead the Blue Jays back to the CCIW tournament.
And we can talk about that a little bit, Tim, and the fact that Elmhurst knows that the loss to North Park was not a good one, the one they'd certainly like to have back and would certainly hurt their chances a little bit of getting to that conference tournament, but nonetheless they have to go out and take care of business against some winnable teams. This one was one of the games that they earmarked, one that they really absolutely have to win. You figured that you also have to win against Milliken when you play them still to come on the schedule. And then you've got with Wheaton, Illinois Wesleyan, and Augustana being as solid as they are this year.
Battle outside the box as Katie Bashan came trudging through.
It is very conceivable that 3 and 4 this year, Tim, could potentially wrap up the 4 spot.
We talked a lot about the national rankings of the CCIW. Last year's 3 teams ended up making the NCAA tournament.
Those are the 3 teams sitting in those top 25 spots right now: Illinois Wesleyan, Wheaton, and Augustana. So the Blue Jays know they're going to have their work cut out against the big 3 when yet to play any of those 3 yet. Those games on the schedule a little bit later still. Illinois Wesleyan, we've got them coming this Saturday. And then 3 straight conference games to close out: at Wheaton, at Milliken, and then home against Augustana.
Handball for Wesley. It caught her on the wrist. She was trying to rid herself of Collins defensively for what could have been a potential one-on-one with Frazzini. And even 20 minutes left in the first half. Elmhurst 1 and North Central nothing here on Blue Jay TV. Throw in for Elmhurst. Neither team has made a substitution yet here in the first half. As Wesley attempts to trap. And there's no help on the near side for North Central. Hope Stayer was looking for assistance but did not have any teammates in front of us. Kelsey Caldwell works her way around one defender. Plays right for Wesley in the box. Has it partially deflected, rolling out along the far side. And a goal kick. Collins again in the box for North Central. Played away to the far side. Biba Beckwith is there challenging. Wesley gains control with a left foot towards the box, wide left. .18:23 left in the opening 45 of play. A goal kick for North Central. Back towards midfield.
Elmhurst out shooting North Central 8-2 here in the early part of this contest.
McNeela surveying the scene along the far side as she collects for the Cardinals. Tries to work her way around Beckwith. And out it goes for an Elmhurst throw deep on the North Central side. And we do indeed have our first substitution of the match. Entering for Elmhurst off the bench, Lindsey Carlson. Nice little spark to have coming in here late in the first half with 3 goals and 2 assists on the season. The senior out of Wildwood, Missouri.
Elmhurst, a roster of just 22 players. They will use almost the entire squad in this game. They have a rotation system that they're comfortable with. It worked well, keeps their players fresh. As Paul Webster said at the beginning of the year, versatility a key. A lot of those players can play a different position.
Blue Jays leading 1-0 in the first half. They have been controlling play. Out of the reach of Beckwith. At the feet of Aaron Bashan along the far side. Back to Beckwith. Referee jumping out of the way. Hooking towards the right post is Perry and wide.
Not sure Frazzini saw that one right away. She looked like it kind of froze her up a little bit, but bounding wide of the post. out of play. Elmhurst's 9th shot of the contest. 5 of those have been on goal so far, Tim.
Dominique Collins will have the honors of the goal kick for North Central. We'll have a stoppage of the clock. And a card is shown to the Elmhurst bench. With 16:27 remaining in this first half. Referee Mike Oliver whipping out the yellow. Something was obviously said along the far side. And here's the restart from Collins. Carlson back towards Perry. Into the box, out of the reach of Beckwith. Arcing towards the corner. Still in play, rolling out. A throw in for the Blue Jays. Beckwith with the right foot to the left edge and out. $15:50 to play in the first half. It is Elmhurst on top, 1-0. Valerie Wesley with her 5th goal of the season for the Blue Jays. North Central forced to play it off of an Elmhurst forward. Katrina McNeela throwing it in for the Cardinals. Looking for the feet of Wenger. North Central looking to get something going offensively here. They have been challenged consistently by the Blue Jays as Carlson takes it away. Here is Carlson all by herself. Moving towards the right edge, plays it through, no one there. Out to scoop it up is Frazzini. Battled for in the midfield and a foul against North Central. Referee said an elbow got in the way. Free kick for the Blue Jays on the North Central side.
There's 3 fouls so far in this contest. Pretty clean game between both teams.
Valerie Wesley towards the goal. Frazzini to her knees on a hop. Out into the Elmhurst bench. North Central with a throw in. $13:40 to play in the half. Elmhurst with a 1-goal lead. Stayer ducks out of the way. Bader brings it in. Looks to play through on the left side for Jennifer Guy. Charging, tries to center, cleared away. Elmhurst has an opportunity to counter. There's a lot of room. But Aaron Bashan could not find the real estate.
North Central wasn't really pressing up that much, Tim, on that opportunity. If they'd pressed forward a little bit more, they may have had that opportunity off that ball that got cleared out by Elmhurst.
High right from Bader on the North Central shot, and a substitution for Elmhurst. Shelly Shapazin enters, the freshman out of Aurora, Ohio. Out off of Elmhurst in front of us.
12 minutes ago, wouldn't be surprised if you see a couple more Blue Jay subs here before the first half's over.
Headed forward by Amy Bashan. Biba Beckwith turns right, plays through across. Wesley on a race. Carlson, a tackle attempt.
Nice job by Gebauer that time. She just ran Wesley wide, forced her to go to the outside, cut off the route to the inside, and then a nice job to steer clear of trouble.
And a foul against North Central. 12 minutes even in the first. Here's the free kick for Elmhurst. Stephanie Thompson with the honors. To the right side of the box, cleared away. Erin Bashan steers left for Biba Beckwith. Her attempt is blocked. Back towards Amy Bashan. Serving into the box, headed away by Collins. And bicycled free for Erin Martin. Lazowski chases it down and sends it back onto the Elmhurst side. Katie Bashan, plenty of room in front. Forces a defender to sneak in. Swings to the right side, and a violent collision as the referee calls for a stoppage. Slow to get up is Valerie Wesley. And the official will, I believe, whip out his card here.
Not sure if he called it or not. I see
he's got his pocket that he's reaching into and writing something down, so maybe I would assume he called it.
Must have showed it and just didn't see who it was on there as it quickly showed it and then put it away.
Usually he waits for the offending player to step over in front, making a point to show who it was on. With 11:13 remaining in the half, Elmhurst leading 1-0 and looking to add to the lead. Amy Bashan awaits the ready. A two-player wall against her with a left foot towards the left edge. Headed into the box, cleared away. Wesley brings it in and could not possess. Jess Belmonte angles left for Bashan. Lindsay Carlson played it off of Gebauer.
Off a handball, though.
And a handball sets up another free kick for Elmhurst. In the box, Wesley with the right foot to the right of the goal. .10:40 remaining and another substitution for the Blue Jays. Jogging on is Allie Seibel, sophomore out of Westchester, Ohio. I'll scratch that. That's 31, not 21. Anna Paul, senior defender.
A defender by trade, but probably going to play up front here as she came out or it looks like Valerie Wesley came out. Said the Blue Jays will use that bench a lot here, especially in the opening half, trying to keep their players fresh when you only have 22. Paul Wemter said that's one of the issues. We want to make sure that everybody gets out there. The fact that you've got some versatility and some players capable of playing multiple positions on the field.
A foul on Elmhurst. With less than 10 minutes to play in the half, the Blue Jays holding a one-goal advantage. They have the only goal of the match so far, scored in the 11th minute. Kelsey Caldwell guides it towards Amy Bashan near side. Ahead to Paul with her back to the goal. Back towards Bashan again. Right foot towards the box. Carlson back towards Caldwell. Room in front for Katie Bashan. Tripped up outside the box and another foul against North Central.
Direct kick coming from just outside the top of the box.
Katie Bashan a little slow to get up for the Blue Jays. No stoppage of yet from the referee, who just helps her to her feet. Erin Bashan and Jess Belmonte address the ball as the referee backs up the wall of North Central players. There are four Cardinals. Frazzini dancing from left to right in the goal, and the attempt will be blocked by the wall, rolling out on the near side.
Sure, that was off the wall, or it looked like almost a designed redirect almost. No, it was off the wall. Good call by you.
Erin Bashan trying the right side, and the Blue Jays could not get ahead on it, as each team will have a substitution entering here with 8:23 and counting left in the half. For North Central, it is Tyra Muir. Elmhurst continuing to lead 1-0 here in the opening 45. First match of our doubleheader today. Glad you're with us on Blue Jay TV. I'm Tim Calderwood, joined by Kevin Jude. Hope Stayer, the leading scorer for North Central, plays it through far side. Lazowski in a foot race will not get there before it rolls out for a goal kick.
Another sub coming up here for the Cardinals. Lazowski will head off. I think that's Nora Wessels in now for North Central.
Senior forward out of Normal, Illinois.
Heather DeMoss was the last Blue Jay to check in as well.
And it is DeMoss in on the action. It's North Central looking to come up with some offense here with 7 minutes left in the half. Collins using the end line as an extra defender. Tried to play through for Stayer on the far side. Emily Page with some space. Nice defense from Jess Belmonte, challenging Wessels. It's taken away by Bader. North Central with some extended possession time here, playing through. Nobody except Ellison Corbel in the vicinity. Corbel punts it back towards the center line. So we come up on 6 minutes left in the first half with Elmhurst holding a 1-0 advantage. Shapazian bumps it through on the near side for Paul. .45 left in the half. Elmhurst attempting to add to the lead here late in this first 45 minutes. Gebauer along the near side. Too long for Wessels. With 5:20 to play, Elmhurst again gains control. Carlson just shy of the midfield stripe, back for DeMoss. And Collins steps up to deny an opportunity. Lindsay Carlson tried to find Paul out of her reach. Back to midfield it goes. There's Emma Bader stepping in front, playing through. Long run for Erin Martin, still on the move. Belmonte makes sure she has space. Belmonte letting it roll all the way out for an Elmhurst throw.
Under 4.5 minutes to go here in this opening half.
DeMoss could not find position against Gebauer. Rolling out into the stands here at Barons Park for an Elmhurst throw-in with 4:10 to play in the half. Creeping ahead is Amy Bashan, charting it in for Caldwell. And it is out for a throw-in. Blue Jays trying to lock it in here late in the half. Try to challenge Amy Frazzini perhaps to come up with an extra goal here in the opening 45 minutes of play. North Central though with other ideas. Stayer using a long run, trying to outrun her defender. Back into the box for Corbel. The lights have come on here at Barons Park tonight, with the shadows beginning to creep in. Down to 3:10 in the half. Elmhurst 1, North Central nothing. Here on Blue Jay TV. Beckwith couldn't keep it in.
Just under 3 minutes now left in this opening half of play. So Elmhurst, after outshooting Knox 27-1, they're outshooting the Cardinals 12-3 right now in this opening half. So far, the Blue Jays have controlled the offensive attack here, Tim.
North Central chips it up, looking for Aaron Martin. But Amy Bashan with other ideas. Plays it through with 2:25 remaining onto the North Central side. Here's McNeela. Watching it roll out off of Elmhurst. Temperature starting to drop a bit here. I, for one, will be adding the long sleeves when we reach the intermission.
Well, as you get later in October out at Barron's Park, out at Langhorse Field too, it gets a little chilly. No press box for us here, so we have to deal with the elements as well.
Yeah, we've been spoiled, I think, so far this fall, though, as well, with the weather.
Can't complain. It's October 13th, and it was still about 70, 80 degrees this past weekend.
Under 2 minutes remaining. Collins heading the wrong way, with Carlson challenging. And into the crowd for a throw-in. With a minute and a half to play. Elmhurst 1, North Central nothing in the first. Gebauer keeps it in along the near side. North Central challenging, charging ahead was Stayer, but the Blue Jays got there first.
1 minute to play in the half.
And there is the official announcement. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Lindsey Carlson attempting to chase it down, but Collins is there for the Cardinals with 45 seconds to play. North Central keeps it in along the far side.
A giveaway by the Blue Jays.
Here's an opportunity for Stayer.
Nice job by Stephanie Thompson to just stand up Stayer, though, at the top of the box.
26 seconds left. Plenty of time for North Central. They don't need to hurry, but they will, as Emma Bader just kind of chips it up in the vicinity of Corbel, who is easily able to control on a one bouncer. 10 seconds to play in the first half. Elmhurst 1, North Central nothing. And the first half will come to a close here at Barron's Park, with Elmhurst on top by the score of 1-0. We have reached the half here at Barron's Park on Blue Jay TV. We'll have first half numbers for you a little bit later. As we break, it is Elmhurst with a 1-goal lead at 1-0. This is Blue Jay TV women's soccer coverage. just about ready for the second half of action here at Barron's Park, women's soccer. Elmhurst and North Central on Blue Jay TV. Glad you're with us. First of two tonight. The sun has now dipped below the horizon, and it is turning into a rather cool evening, to say the least. Elmhurst leading by the score of 1-0 as we open the second half of play. I'm Tim Calderwood with you. Kevin Juday is alongside. Elmhurst is in the white, traveling left to right. North Central in the red. They move right to left. And Kevin, the first half numbers were very slanted towards Elmhurst.
Definitely, Tim. 13-3. Elmhurst out shooting North Central in the opening half. 7-1 shots on goal advantage as well. Corners, just one corner kick apiece for each team. North Central really not much of a threat on theirs. Elmhurst had a great look that Aaron Bastion just clipped the post on off Elmhurst's corner kick early in the first half.
We had a change on the goal in the first half as well, yes?
Yes, we did. We just had it reversed a little bit. We changed it over. Kelsey Caldwell, her fourth of the year, assisted by Valerie Wesley, not the other way around.
Fourth goal for Caldwell, assist number 5 for Valerie Wesley. A minute into the second half, Elmhurst and North Central. One thing you can say went very well for North Central in the first half was their defense. They did a very good job, especially when you consider that there were 7 shots on goal for Elmhurst.
Yeah, they definitely cranked it down a little bit here in the second half, stopping the Blue Jays, and that's been one of Elmhurst's problems at times, where they have outshoot a team so well, but they can only get one goal, and then they have to try and make it stand up for the entire game. Not that that's usually a big issue, but you saw where that can come back to bite you, and North Park's a great example. The Blue Jays controlled that game. They kind of almost a freakish goal for North Park, one that the Blue Jays would love to have back, and Elmhurst was unable to crack the scoreboard, and they ended up dropping that game 1-0, which could be pivotal in the final conference standings.
Dominique Collins knocks it onto the offensive side. Michelle Lazowski trudging towards the goal, scooped in by Corbel, the senior goalie for Elmhurst. Just underway in the second half, Elmhurst leading North Central 1-0. The men will kick off in just over an hour's time. .7:30 start for the men as Elmhurst tries to play it through. Beckwith's pass is taken away. Here's Katie Bastion into the center for Aaron Bastion. Up the right edge for Beckwith in the box. Beckwith looking for help, and Collins plays it wide. Jess Belmonte swings out to the left side for Bastion. Stumbling as she serves it into the box, one hopping towards Amy Frazzini. Talked about the 7 seniors on this Elmhurst squad. Well, North Central has only 1 senior, and that is Nora Wessels. Still a pretty young club for Jenny Kapanen.
Blue Jays whistled for a foul that time. Wesley getting called for a holding that time. She had her hand on the jersey of the North Central defender.
So the official will bring up the free kick a little further. Valerie Wesley, who assisted on the only goal of the contest so far. Lost it. Taken away by Mackenzie Wenger. Elmhurst continuing to lead by a goal. Wesley through, looking for Caldwell, but Frazzini is there first. Emma Bader reels it in. Comes back to the left, tries to play it through, but Shapazian interrupts. Wenger zinging it off of the speakers right in front of us. Throw in for the Blue Jays. Battle in front of us again, headed into the crowd for North Central throw. Here is Wesley. Looking for help to Caldwell, left side, tripped up just outside the box, and a foul.
Caldwell looks like it got tripped up, but just before that, the pass from Beckwith was a good one. It just went a little bit behind Caldwell. Couldn't quite, went off her back foot. Otherwise, she was in great shooting position. But again, a free kick coming up here for the Blue Jays after the fact because of the foul on North Central.
Belmonte and Bashan as the referee backs up the wall. Clock is running at 39-18 in the second half. Elmhurst leading 1-0. Belmonte jumps over it as Bashan aiming right corner. Elmhurst tries to say it was tipped, and the official agrees. A corner kick upcoming for the Blue Jays. Sarah Harvey in the near corner, waiting for her teammates to assemble on the far side. Another chance for the Blue Jays. Into the box. Frazzini knocks it free. Back out to Shapazian. She tried to center, and it's cleared away. North Central with numbers. A 4-on-2 if they hurry. Too long for Stayer. And it is played back towards Corbel, who has to come out and cannot use her hands. North Central still with numbers if they're able to control. And they cannot against Stephanie Thompson.
Good job of recovering by the Blue Jays defensively. Belmonte just backpedaled up, and the best play was to play it backwards to Allison Corbel in the net. Corbel alertly just clears it downfield.
Don't forget you can become a fan of Elmhurst College Blue Jay Athletics on Facebook, and also follow the Blue Jays on Twitter in addition to Blue Jay TV. We have soccer for you today, a busy day on Saturday as well, a doubleheader of soccer from Langhorst Field against Illinois Wesleyan University, while on Saturday night we will have an audio broadcast from Illinois Wesleyan University of the football team taking on the defending CCIW champion Titans, and then a soccer doubleheader on Monday and volleyball on Tuesday. So it is a very, very busy schedule upcoming for us here on Blue Jay TV. And we look forward to having you alongside for all of our coverage here in the fall and through the winter and into the spring perhaps as well. Emma Bader is on the Elmhurst side with a free kick, waiting for her teammates. Bader chips it up, challenging left side. Corbel racing to her right. Will gobble it up first. Right idea for North Central, who still only has 3 shots in the match. 36-48 remaining. Wesley with her knee to the edge of the box. Tries to turn her way around McNeela. Wesley, her cross is blocked. Back out it comes to Shapazian. Through but offside. And with 36-25, it remains Elmhurst in front, 1-0. The only goal scoring in the 11th minute. Kelsey Caldwell from Valerie Wesley. Following the offside, out of the reach of Jennifer Guy and into the seats on the near side. Throw in for North Central. McNeela looking for the Cardinals' leading scorer, Stayer. Wesley with her foot for Beckwith. Tried to cross. Collins stepped in front. It's back to Beckwith. Spinning over to Wesley in the box. Angling right. Forced to back up. Wesley looking for some help. And it will head out off of North Central for a corner kick. For the Blue Jays, it will be their third corner of the match. It is once again Sarah Harvey placing it down, the senior out of Naperville, Illinois.
Blue Jays have been close on their first two. Hit post and a team save by the Cardinals.
And this one is into the back of the net. Sarah Harvey with a perfect position right through the North Central defense. Frazzini came out to challenge, and it just wiggled right around her and into the back of the net as the Blue Jays now lead 2-0. Interestingly enough, Kevin, we are in the 11th minute of the second half, and Elmhurst now leads 2-0 after scoring in the 11th minute of the first half as well.
Fourth goal of the year by Sarah Harvey.
And the Blue Jays looking to add to the lead. Now having a 2-goal advantage.
Elmhurst goal scored by
North Central struggling on offense in the CCIW thus far. They have been shut out in their first 2 losses. Entering play today at 0-2 in the CCIW, while Elmhurst is 1-1, seeking a big victory here at home. And a foul on Elmhurst enables a free kick for North Central. Into the offensive end, but there are not a lot of red jerseys there. Stayer will scamper towards the box. And it's bumped all the way into the offensive end. Misplayed by Collins to the wide open Harvey, who is tripped up. Is it in the box? It is. The official will stop the clock as Sarah Harvey, who moments ago scored her 4th goal of the year, tripped up in the box to set up a PK. The most exciting play in soccer with Valerie Wesley searching for her 5th goal. Wesley with an assist today, trying to stretch it to a 3-goal advantage. The referee makes sure that Frazzini is on set in goal, and it is high left and through. Make it a 3-0 lead for Elmhurst as the Blue Jays score consecutive goals on consecutive trips up the field. .33-44 to play, and Elmhurst now with a commanding 3-0 lead. The most goals scored in a match in conference play this year for the Blue Jays. They upended Carthage 2-1 and lost 1-0 to North Park. They now have a 3-0 lead as the Blue Jays will play it out for a throw-in. North Central on the offensive end desperately in need of trying to find something offensively.
Yeah, the Blue Jays have done a nice job opening it up here now. Like you said, you hate to have just that 1-goal cushion. You'd love to get a little bit of breathing room, and the Blue Jays have done just that. Back-to-back goals in just a very short span.
Emma Bader with an attempt, chipped it up, but it was an easy play for Allison Corbel. Headed forward by McNeela and out. McNeela with the throw-in for North Central, targeting Stayer. Out it goes. And a substitution for the Blue Jays across the way. Sammy Perry returns, taking the place of Aaron Bashan here in the second half with 32-38 to play. And Elmhurst leading 3-0. Elmhurst has never lost to North Central in women's soccer, 14-0. It is the only CCIW school that has never beaten the Blue Jays. And they have a 3-goal lead as they look to keep that streak alive here tonight. McNeela moves right over to Bader. Tried to play through. It's taken away by Elmhurst. Room in front. A long run for Perry. Tried to play it through, but Collins was there defensively. And now Collins leads the run on the far side. Ahead to Stayer, who watches it roll out off of her feet. And out it goes. Colleen Gebauer waiting to throw it in for North Central with 31:23 to play. Elmhurst, thanks to 2 goals in a 2-minute span, now leading 3-0 here in the second half. North Central has only 3 shots in the match, looking for more here. Stayer tries top left, too high. She also had Jennifer Guy on the side for the Cardinals. And it is the second consecutive shot on the offensive side for North Central. Valerie Wesley, who scored on a penalty kick, plays through for Beckwith and offside. That is the 5th time that Elmhurst has been whistled for offside here today. Coming up on 15 minutes into the half, Corbel out on a dangerous play, able to get to it first instead of Stayer. North Central slowly but surely trying to press ahead here. They have to, down 3 goals.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're the Cardinals, you have to take some chances here now.
And a foul against Elmhurst.
It's not a 1-goal lead anymore. It's 3 with less than 30 minutes to go.
Free kick for Emma Bader. Aiming right side of the box, headed away. Stayer attempts to chase it down, but Belmonte owns position. The men will match up here shortly on Blue Jay TV. Hope to have you hanging around for that one, as Harvey is tripped up on the far side by Collins, and Frassini will dance out to control the loose ball. Jennifer Guy held up by Katie Bashan, who is whistled for a foul. Beckwith looks for Wesley. Tried to work its way through for Harvey. The Cardinals will take it away. Gebauer reels it in along the far side, back to Collins. Now it is Gebauer again who loses possession. Katie Bashan looked for Beckwith. Jennifer Guy gains possession. Kept in along the near side for a moment, rolling out. And it will be off of Elmhurst for a North Central throw. Ball is free. Stephanie Thompson looks for Wesley. Wesley, one defender to beat, trying to get around Collins, using the ball, aiming right corner, just wide.
Another good opportunity that time for Wesley, but just sailed it a little bit high.
.26:50 to play. Elmhurst with a 3-goal lead. The Blue Jays scored 7 goals in a win over Knox on Sunday, and they are caught offside again.
6th time now on the evening for the Blue Jays.
Maher with a free kick. Lazowski racing in to challenge for North Central.
Heads up play by Thompson. Looked like she was going to boot it backwards towards Corbel. Slowed down a little bit. Let Lazowski actually close on her a little bit and then turned right around her to bring it out of the box.
Stayer reels it in for the Cardinals. Miss hit by Page. And taken away for Caldwell. 25:40 remaining. Elmhurst with a 3-goal lead. They have a sub waiting at the scorer's table. Rolling in our general direction. Beckwith able to keep it in for a moment. Katie Bashan comes back to the near side, knocked free by Guy. And a substitution.
Wesley will head off, and it looks like
Lindsey Carlson waved on for the Blue Jays.
Correction, Harvey will check off. Wesley just sliding over a little bit.
Guy able to keep it in, chipping towards the box, and nobody home. Corbel outside the box, forced to play with her feet for a moment before she will reel it in with 24:40 to play. Elmhurst leading 3-0. Along with Kevin Jude, I'm Tim Calderwood with you on Blue Jay TV. Shelly Shapazian throws it in. Shapazian with playing it all the way back towards Corbel, who will come out and angle right. Allison Corbel with 4 shutouts on the season for the Blue Jays, looking for number 5 this evening as Elmhurst leads 3-0. Emily Page along the near side towards the box, charted for Lazowski. Through towards the far side, ball is loose. At the keeper, Emma Bader with a try.
Great
Stopped
save
by Corbel.
Corbel diving for that one, laying out and getting a piece of it, knocking it out of play. Nice save by Allison Corbel.
See if North Central can build off of a shot on goal. The attempt from McNeela is blocked, and in fact blocked by the arm of Katie Bashan to set up a free kick. Emma Bader, who moments ago put it on goal, looking to potentially put the Cardinals on the board here. Allison Corbel directing the defense as Bader readies with a right foot short to the right side, playing for McNeela, who will put it on and right into the waiting arms of Corbel. So consecutive shots on goal for North Central. They are slowly but surely chipping away at that shot advantage for Elmhurst. It is now 17-7 in favor of the Blue Jays. Each team has put together 4 shots here in the second half. Elmhurst with a 3-goal advantage, scoring twice in the span of 2 minutes to take control of the matchup. Lindsey Carlson along the far side cannot get there, as Collins will let it roll. And a couple of subs for North Central. Nora Wessels and Rachel Haupt. Wessels appeared in the first half. Haupt did not. And it is Haupt who quickly gets involved. Freshman forward out of Inverness, Illinois. Couple of goals this season, having played in all 11 matches for North Central.
Couple more subs now for the Blue Jays. Heather DeMoss back in.
They throw in for Elmhurst with 21-27 remaining And the Blue Jays on top 3-0, looking for their second consecutive victory after disposing of Knox 7-0 on Sunday. It would get them back into the win column in the CCIW chase as well. Coming at us, Kevin. I was ready. Good play by Paul Crone, though.
Well, that's why he's the athletic director right behind. Perfect catch. Perfect form.
That's why he's a former football guy as well, right? Like a punt returner. Nearing 20 minutes remaining. Elmhurst leading 3-0. Through ball for Beckwith. She's onside. Out to challenges Frazzini. And Beckwith's try well right. Frazzini timed it perfectly.
Not enough time for Biba Beckwith to settle down and get a good shot on that. She had to try to control that ball. Had to fire it before she could get any control. She was trying to chip it over Frazzini, who had come out. 18th shot of the match for the Blue Jays. They're out shooting North Central 18-7 now, Tim.
Out of the reach of the leaping Wessels. Tries to get it back. It's at the feet of Coet, who is checked in for North Central as well. And into the North Central bench. North Central, meanwhile, trying to avoid their third consecutive CCIW loss. Out into the Elmhurst bench with under 20 minutes remaining in the match. It is the Blue Jays 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Lindsey Carlson led a little too far. Collins will wait. Play it right. Beckwith with a right foot, aiming right. And wide right. And a goal kick upcoming for North Central as Elmhurst working on a substitution across the way. Returning is Sarah Harvey. Replacing Biba Beckwith. As the clock ticks down to 18:45 remaining. Carlson angles right. Looking for Wesley. Steered back towards DeMoss. And it will roll harmlessly towards Frazzini. Bounces a couple of times and boots it back towards midfield. Skipping at the center line. A couple of hard bounces to Coet. Coet. Back for McNeela into the middle. And the Blue Jays apply some pressure. They will roll towards Frazzini. Elmhurst with a throw on the North Central side. Lindsey Carlson locates the middle. DeMoss bounds it towards the net. And Frazzini will again be in position.
Trying to connect with Carlson, breaking that time, nothing doing.
Quick attempt from Sammy Perry, back from whence it came. Here's Perry again, challenging in the middle. 17 minutes to play. And a foul against Elmhurst.
Get Stephanie Thompson for a little too much contact that time.
We've had a couple of cards in the match, and also 13 fouls. Pretty much even down the middle. That was the 7th against Elmhurst. Emma Bader lines up for yet another free kick as the Cardinals try to find a way to poke one into the back of the net. Bader into the box, headed towards the goal, and Corbel will locate it and stutter step left to control.
Nice job by Corbel locating that one as it took a bounce off a couple different Cardinal heads that time. Goalkeeper able to keep track of it, though.
Foul against North Central. With 16 minutes remaining, Elmhurst 3, North Central nothing. Here at Barron Park on this cool Wednesday evening. A men's matchup to follow. Plenty of room on the far side. Wesley charging towards the goal, and the attempt is high and left. From Kelsey Caldwell. And another substitution for the Blue Jays as Caldwell will exit, giving way to Laura Perry. Played into the North Central bench. A throw-in upcoming for the Blue Jays. With 15 minutes to go. It is Elmhurst with a 3-0 lead. Looking to build momentum heading into the very big weekend showdown with unbeaten and nationally ranked Illinois Wesleyan. And by unbeaten, I don't just mean in CCIW play. I mean the 13-0 Illinois Wesleyan Titans.
Titans are rolling. They're in action tonight. Excuse me, tomorrow night actually against Millikan University. Men are down in Decatur tonight.
Towards midfield again. DeMoss plays it at her waist. 14:10 to play. Once again rolling into the North Central bench, this time off of Elmhurst. And a foul going against North Central. Linesman on the far side waving his flag frantically. Beckwith can't bring it in against Maher. And a little too strong, looking to play through for Carlson. As it'll trickle towards Frazzini. And a foul against Elmhurst with 13 minutes remaining. Maher with a free kick. Didn't get a whole lot with it. Strutting in the middle is Bader. And Beckwith takes it away. Beckwith lost it far side. Over to Coet. Angling too far, looking for help. And a substitution for Elmhurst. Amy Bashan exits. Shelly Shapazian returns. Down to 12 minutes to play. Elmhurst with a 3-goal lead. Looking for another blank slate. It would be the 6th shutout of the season for Elmhurst.
Lowering that team goals against average. Came into tonight, Tim, with a 0.58 GAA. And it's going to go down if this lead holds up, if the final score holds up at 3-0. Blue Jay defense has been very solid all year long.
Back to Collins on the North Central side. Targeting through for Bader. Along the far side, dangerous play for Corbel, who will vacuum it in with 11:13 remaining. Gebauer into the midfield. Headed a couple of times. Beckwith got the worst end of it, and we will have a stoppage with 10:48 remaining. Beckwith is on her back.
Slow to get up at her own power. Now she just goes down in a heap. It's like she just got humped in the head there a little bit.
Mind you that we have a men's matchup upcoming, a quick little teaser for you. Elmhurst looking for their first CCIW victory of the season. Likewise for North Central, but Elmhurst is 0-3 on the men's side, while North Central is 0-1-1. Overall, Elmhurst, the defending CCIW champs, with a 6-7 record, while North Central is 4-5-3. Scheduled for a 7:30 kickoff right here on Blue Jay TV.
Good to see Beckwith okay walking off under her own power. They've just had her bell rung, maybe tried to get to her feet a little too quickly. Balance centers get knocked off a little bit. You come up off balance and you saw what happened. You just go back to the ground. But good to see she's off on her own power.
Haupt along the far side, into the back of the net for a goal. Haupt set it up on a cross, and the Cardinals with their first goal in CCIW play, as in the middle, Nora Wessels strikes goal, their third goal of the season.
Nothing you can do that time if you're Elmhurst. Great cross from North Central, and the header home by Wessels.
So North Central finally finding a way to work it into the back of the nets. They will not be shut out here at Barron's Park today. But with 10 minutes remaining, they are going to need to find a way to score twice more if they want to extend the matchup here today. And an opportunity for the Blue Jays. Sails wide of Frazzini. And a substitution for North Central. Jogging back on is Michelle Lazowski. It is now a 3-1 lead for Elmhurst. And the Cardinals looking for a quick counter again. Belmonte with other ideas. Valerie Wesley looking through. Kelsey Caldwell with the first goal of the match today. Could not get there, and now here come the Cardinals, racing ahead again. Hope Stayer on the far side. And defended nicely by Belmonte.
Nice job by Belmonte to poke it off of her on a bounce, and sets up an Elmhurst throw-in now.
Under 9 minutes to play in the CCIW women's soccer matchup. Out it goes. A throw in for the Blue Jays. North Central swing it out along the near side, and Elmhurst throw in. And a substitution for the Blue Jays as well. Close to the point where substitutions stop the clock. Not quite there yet, but inside 5 minutes if the team with the lead subs, it does stop. As Amy Bashan returns. We are down to 8 minutes left with Elmhurst holding a 3-1 lead. Caldwell arcs it left for Bashan. Along the far side for Harvey, out of her reach.
Little too far in front of Sarah Harvey that time. Still Elmhurst with the comfortable lead as we hit the come up on the 7.5 minute mark to go.
Back to midfield. Chipped up towards the box. Swung out towards Martin. Looking for help, angling over the top. Allison Corville places it down.
Here's where you can just take your time a little bit if you're Elmhurst, Tim. Take an extra couple seconds to put that ball down. Make sure you're set before you boot it away and run some time off that clock as the Blue Jays holding on to a 2-goal lead here.
Collins all the way up from her sweeper spot is tripped up. And North Central with just the goalkeeper back on the defensive side.
Cardinals have started to turn on the pressure here in the game's last 5 minutes or so. And you see Elmhurst starting to pack it in a little bit more on the defensive side, too. Lindsey Carlson, the only up player right now for the Blue Jays.
Collins heads it forward. Controlled by Wesley. Sarah Harvey looks to play through for Carlson. And into the Elmhurst bench for a throw-in with 5:45 to play. Elmhurst 3, North Central 1.
Time starting to run thin here on the Cardinals.
And a whistle against the Cardinals. Another injured Elmhurst player. No signal to stop the clock of yet, and here it comes. With 5:22 to play.
Can't see who's that. Looks like just Belmonte, the Blue Jay was shaken up. Looks like she'll be okay. Stays out on the field for Elmhurst.
And the restart with 5:22 remaining. Wesley, far side, rolling its way towards the sideline. Kept in play and out off of Elmhurst. Elmhurst looking for their second CCIW victory of the season. Leading 3-1, down under 5 minutes to play. Harvey on the far side with her back towards the goal. Collins on her hip.
Elmhurst just wasting a little bit of time down in the corner. There's where you can be patient and just run that clock. Control the ball in the corner. Play it off of Cardinal defenders for throw-ins. Clock will not stop as both teams are subbing.
Jimmy Legner for North Central. Freshman from Mahomet, Illinois. Ticking down towards 4 minutes remaining.
Blue Jays just playing to open space now here, Tim. Again, just content to run that clock off. Don't need another goal. You've got a 2-goal cushion. And down to 3:50 to go. And make North Central back it all the way up here on this throw-in.
Maher controls over the leaping Martin. Kept in along the near sideline. Wesley coming at us. Test our soccer skills. You forget you don't get to use your hands in soccer, Kevin.
Well, yeah. No one ever said I was a good soccer player, Tim.
3 minutes remaining and offside is Carlson. 3-1, Elmhurst with the advantage.
See the men's team starting to loosen up behind the team benches, getting ready for the second game of our doubleheader. That'll come your way at 7:30.
With the left foot, Bader. Still in play. And a goal kick upcoming for Elmhurst. Down to 2:20 to play. North Central saying lock it in. They need to. Down 2 goals. Elmhurst did score 2 goals here in the second half in about a 2-minute span. So it is possible. But North Central needs to find a way to record some offense. They've been outshot 19-10 today.
And Elmhurst now can, like you said, the clock is your friend here. If you're the Blue Jays, you can just play it to open space, play it deep into the corners, and just try to run as much clock as humanly possible.
Colleen Gebauer with a throw in.
Too much time here for the Cardinals. They've got to get that ball in, down by 2 goals. Can't wait, look around for the open player. You just got to fire that ball in.
Oh, and you got to give Elmhurst some credit there, too, because even though they're up 2 goals, they were not giving Gebauer an opening to throw it to.
Absolutely.
Corbel wins the foot race with Hope Stayer.
Good play by Corbel. No reason to pick that ball up and wait for it to roll in. Just boot it the length of the field and get it downfield and out of the box.
And we come up on 1 minute remaining. Here at Barron's Park, it is Elmhurst 3 and North Central 1 in the first of our doubleheader today. And there is the official announcement of 1 minute remaining here on Blue Jay TV. We'll wrap things up quickly and take a break before the men's matchup here tonight, starting at 7:30 local time. 3-1, Elmhurst with the lead as the Blue Jays, regionally ranked, searching for win number 8 this season. Gebauer has to hurry with under 30 seconds remaining. Wesley right in front of us bothers Bader defensively.
Nice job by the Blue Jays just to play it to the space and keep the pressure on North Central. And this one's going to go down in the books as a victory for Elmhurst as we hit under 10 seconds to go.
The countdown is on, and Thompson zonks it back onto the offensive side as the matchup comes to a close. Final score, Elmhurst 3, North Central 1 on this Wednesday evening here at Barron's Park. The Blue Jays are 8-2-1. They are 2-1 in the CCIW, while North Central dips to 5-7 and 0-3 in the College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin. Elmhurst outshoots North Central 19-10. 11 of those shots were on goal. 8 saves between the pipes for Amy Frazzini. 5 saves for Allison Corbel, who does record the victory for Elmhurst here tonight. Each team with 8 fouls. Elmhurst was caught offside 7 times, and each team was also carded today. Goals for the Blue Jays. Kelsey Caldwell scored the opener. Sarah Harvey bent in a corner kick, and Valerie Wesley converted on a PK for the Blue Jays here in the second half. Wesley with a goal and an assist. Meanwhile, the goal for North Central was credited to Nora Wessels, her 3rd of the season, assisted by Rachel Haupt, her 2nd assist. So that is the recap as Elmhurst takes care of North Central 3-1. to 1. Our next broadcast of women's soccer action here on Blue Jay TV will come your way on Saturday when the Blue Jays host the nationally ranked Titans of Illinois Wesleyan at 3 o'clock. We'll also have them on Monday here at Barron's Park against Greenville College at 2 o'clock. So that is the upcoming schedule for you, women's soccer-wise, here on Blue Jay TV. Don't go anywhere. The men's matchup comes your way soon. For our entire crew and my partner, Kevin Jude, I'm Tim Calderwood, thanking you for watching tonight. The men take on North Central in just moments. This is Blue Jay TV.